Alrighty, Pyros, welcome back. Jam 750 here, Monday morning. A little bit early, about 7 o'clock. I've already been working, of course. My trailer's loaded with the first two segments, the opener and the willow. That's heading over to the camp to get staged, covered, and sitting there waiting for the fourth. It's going to sit on a car trailer, and then on the fourth we'll load it onto the docks and do our thing. But now I'm going to go through my red, white, and blue segment and my finale, the last two segments of my show. So real quick, let me show you I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that's my script. That's what I'm shooting. There's the music associated with it, how long the music's gonna play. So if you see there, 1723, that's the total amount of music we have figured. Okay, so we're taking these songs, we're chopping them up, making them the length we want, and that's the total we have. You go to the far column, that's the total amount of runtime for fireworks according to their manufacturers. So that's about a 4-minute buffer built in. And the reason we do that is because of, just like most people, when we're up here in Maine, and it can be humid and it can be smoky. So when the smoke, is too much smoke and it just hovers around, we'll give it a few, 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds. Let it dissipate a little bit before we hit the next item. So that's why we build in extra music for that reason. Alrighty, so let's get started. So red, white, and blue. So first on the list for red, white, and blue is our 7 candle racks, which I don't have down here. They're up in the barn. They're all put together. They're hard to transport. We're actually going to tie them to the rack today. So we're going to move those probably the day of the show, and they'll go from the trailer right to the dock, and we're not going to move them right now. They're just too hard to transport and cover. So up in the barn is the safest place for them. So that's first. Second is a 12-shot rack of Let Freedom ring shells, and that's right down there. That's our hillbilly rack or redneck rack, old tubes. So only one is ready. That's the only part of the show that's not ready. If you look over there underneath the workbench, there's the other one. We're using that this week as we send stuff up. So that'll probably get done like Saturday morning, the 4th. The shells are sitting right there. So they're ready to go. But anyway, so that's what I got to do there. And then the next hit is this one right here by Nishi Pyro called Patriotic Paint. It's actually a fast one. I believe it's a 10 or 15-second cake. All red, white, and blue, of course. Then next we have the 49-shot white strobe, tiger tail red to blue cressets. That's the small one right here by Wizard Pro. And that's next. Again, Pro line red, white, and blue. Then we jump into the RA 42-shot blue tail to silver Nishiki red strobe. Again, red, white, and blue. That's this one right here by Raccoon Fireworks. So nice, decent sized bores there. That goes, and then we get into something I'm probably most excited to see this year besides Peacock King, which is in our opener, and that's our homemade red, white, and blue. So there you go. There's our red, white, and blue. Mammoth red strobe, Azura Nova, and white strobing Comet Barrage. So white, tons of white. All it is white strobes, kind of like a Roman candle cake, but just a bunch of white strobe going up. And then obviously Mammoth red strobe is big, round, red Mammoth breaks at strobe. And then Azura Nova is big, blue rings. So there you go. There's 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. That's 5,000 grams of powder going up at one time. Those are in series, so they're all go up at the same time. So I'm looking forward to that. That's our homemade red, white, and blue. Then from there, we go into right here, these two 24-shot angled racks, and those are Dominator red, white, and blue shells. They're all red, white, and blue. So those are next. Those two racks right there, all fused up again. I fuse them like I told you down the line. Straight lines, boom. Straight line. They all meet in the middle. One fuse, one igniter, and they go. So that's how I like to fuse them. So that's next. Then we get into Night Owl cake right here. This is 90-shot red, white, and blue peony. 20 seconds. So nice big angles on them. Good sized bores. And it's compound cake. So both of those going up obviously at the same time, one in each position. Then our final hit of the red, white, and blue that I'm super excited about is right back here. And it is massive. And that's the 2-inch 50 shot compound cake, red, white, blue, peony, 35 seconds, big bore, 2-inch bores. Look at the size of those bores. This cake is so massive. You can't lift it, you can't tape it together. I actually made a handle, taped down the flaps all the way around so we could pick this thing up. So there's 2 of those. So that's the last hit in our red, white, and blue segment. Can't wait for that. 52-inch or what I consider big bore shots going up. All right, now we get into the finale. And this is all going up at one time. So my finale is short and sweet, but it's nice. So these 2 racks here, one's a 24 shot, one's an 18 shot. Those are the last 2 racks I had, so it is what it is. And they're filled with red, white, and blue shells. We got American Firepower from Superior and the 18 shot, our last 3 of those. And then up top we have the Dominator red, white, and blue shells. Plus we have a couple of, what else do we have in there? No, I think it's all Dominator red, white, and blue shells. So that'll be going up. And then all this stuff right here. Majestic brocade Noab, gorgeous big white brocades, huge brocades. Azure Allure going up for blue, and then Blood Red Mine to Blood Red Dahlia, Proline, big fan cake, gonna fill the sky. So all that is going up at one time for the finale. Once that's done, I'll give it, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 seconds of black sky. And then we're hitting 200 shots of instant thunder, red, white, and blue tail to instant thunder. And that's the end of our show. So that's our show for this year. It's going to be a nice one. We definitely got some nice stuff. A lot of powder going to be in the air. It's I'm excited for it. Can't wait. So now we're transporting the show today. Like I said, we'll store it over at the camp where that's where we fire it from. We got a car trailer we moved over there yesterday. We'll load it all there, and then cover it with a tarp. Put a build a tent underneath so it if it rains it'll fall off of it and won't sit on it. And then hopefully we get decent weather on Saturday. It's looking better and better every day, and we'll shoot our show. Alrighty. Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to we have a oh my God, what are we calling it? Our test bunny out on the West Coast, and she is helping us test. Remember yesterday I talked about on our last video, not yesterday, we talked about our live feed music. She's testing that out, and it seems to work all the way back on the West Coast. So if it works there, it'll work anywhere. So thank you very much. We call her our test bunny for helping us test our live stream to make sure that the music's going to work so you can listen to music wherever you are. Anyway, that's that. Jam 750 is out.